In Hanoi, Vietnam, historic images once again surfaced, showing former US President Donald Trump shaking hands with North Korea's reclusive leader, Kim Jong Un. The scene, captured in February 2019, symbolized a rare moment of diplomacy between two of the world's most unconventional leaders. Yet behind those images, a new and controversial story has emerged, shedding light on an operation that raises questions about espionage, diplomacy, and deadly consequences. According to a detailed report published by the New York Times, elite US Navy SEALs were dispatched on a highly classified mission in 2019. Their task to infiltrate North Korea and plant a listening device capable of eavesdropping on Kim Jong Un himself. The mission, described by intelligence officials as bold and extraordinarily risky, unfolded at the same time President Donald Trump was engaged in sensitive nuclear negotiations with Kim. The two men met 3 times during Trump's first administration, with the Hanoi summit in February 2019 being one of the most widely publicized encounters. The revelation adds an entirely new dimension to those talks. While cameras focused on the dramatic handshakes and carefully staged moments of diplomacy behind the scenes, US operatives were engaged in one of the most daring espionage efforts attempted in years. The New York Times report states the mission ended in disaster, resulting in the deaths of multiple civilians. Though the full details remain shrouded in secrecy, the episode underscores the dangerous intersection of diplomacy and covert action. Officials familiar with the matter have not denied the broad outlines of the account, though they emphasize that such operations are rarely acknowledged publicly. The CIA and Pentagon have both declined to comment directly on the report. What makes the revelation particularly sensitive is the timing. The mission allegedly coincided with Trump's attempt to persuade Kim Jong Un to scale back his nuclear ambitions. Analysts argue the existence of such an operation could have jeopardized the fragile trust being built between Washington and Pyongyang. Critics of Trump's diplomatic strategy have long argued that the outreach to Kim was more show than substance. This latest disclosure will likely add fuel to those criticisms. Yet for others, the revelation raises broader questions about America's approach to adversaries, whether it is possible or even desirable to pursue high-level diplomacy while simultaneously conducting espionage at the very top. The Hanoi summit itself ended without a deal, with negotiations breaking down over differences in how much nuclear capability Pyongyang was willing to surrender in exchange for sanctions relief. The news of this clandestine operation suggests that US intelligence agencies were unwilling to leave any gap in their understanding of North Korea's intentions, even at the risk of diplomatic fallout. The broader implications are stark. Espionage has always run parallel to diplomacy, but rarely are the two so visibly intertwined at such a critical moment. The images from Hanoi, Trump and Kim smiling and shaking hands, may have symbolized hope at the time. But today, with the latest revelations, they serve as a reminder of the deep mistrust, shadow games, and deadly costs that often lie beneath the surface of international diplomacy.
Mr. President, what do you hope to achieve in your talks with the chairman?
I think they'll be very successful. Great relationship. I think they're going to be very successful. We look forward to it. We both do.
Have you walked back at all on denuclearization in North Korea?
No.
Thank you all very much.
Thank you. Thank you.